really young, like 25 years, my father with his colleagues create a hospital, and I understand the topics a little bit because we have a small hospital, and the carrying around was really, lots of work, and maybe this was my background as well. Beside it, let me introduce, I'm founder, as Nick told you, of InvestBay in these days. Before I was starting in a gastronomy business, through which one I went to the create another platform for wallet marketing. It calls YourPass. And through this one, I like to stay in the technology side. And 3 years ago, I find a way how to think in a new way, how to give a possibility to people invest in a nice property across the globe, and that's why we found the InvestBay. InvestBay, it's basically the fractionalized investment platform where clients or investors can invest in a small fractional pieces in a properties across the Europe or also in other countries. We are concentrating only on the vacation property. Basically, what we are offering to our clients beside the technology, which is a blockchain where we put the tokens or fractional pieces, is that we are doing the end-to-end services. It means that on the market, we are looking for nice property where we want to spend holiday as well, for property which has certain parameters which has to be met. We are looking for holiday spots across the Europe, and then we choose the property. We also do the reservation contract with the sellers of the property. Then we secure the funding through our platform. Minimum investment on our platform is 100 euros. Whenever we collect all the money, we buying that property, and we also do the signing the operation for contract with the operator, who then take care about the property, because it doesn't have a chance to do the operation by ourselves if we want to scale up across the Europe. Yeah, that's the main reason. Currently, we have several countries. We have a Tenerife. We have a property in 2 properties in Spain. We have a Croatia. We have I think Tenerife I already mentioned. We have a Slovak Republic. We have one in the Czech Republic. And this is, we are currently have also on Cape Verde. It's African basically properties. And we currently have an opportunity also in the Poland. If I will continue how we operate, after we sign a contract with the operator operates the property for us. They are also taking the money. All the properties which we are taking are short-term rental. It means that the short-term rental, it's collecting by the operator, they are sending to us, and we are distributing back to our investors. Our investors can have 3 types of benefits to investing with us. First is the rent, the partial rent, which we are distributing with them. Then it's a capital growth of a property. And the last one, which is some of the perk for our clients, they can rent the property with a 10% discount under the Airbnb and Booking.com price. Yeah, it means that there is a possibility to using this property. It's not a timeshare. They doesn't have it for free, but the advantage with cooperating with us or invest with us, it's if you invest in Spain, you can also stay in Slovakia or another real estate what we have in a portfolio. It means that you just invest 100 euros and you can save this money on your first trip with us to the holiday. As Nick mentioned on the start, we do use the blockchain technology, and this is what also was kind of a challenge for us, because we were waiting for regulation, and the regulation which we were waiting for, it's a MECA regulation, right? And we thought that every platform like tokenization platform who do the real world assets tokenization will be under the MECA regulation. Finally, we found that ESMA decide not to go through the MECA for this type of platform. They rather to put the companies like us to the MiFID regulation. And currently we are rebuilding our operation status, how we will offer to our clients this type of offering. It means that for each property, the change which we are working now through the summer, it's really big, because since September, we will be doing, each property will be under the one SPV. It will be stock company. The stocks will be put in the central security depository. Thanks God that we have a really good people in the Czech Republic who run the central securities depository, who already was first on the European market, who get license for providing the DLT version of this one, and we are cooperating with them on this changing of a proposal. It means that our clients since September will buy the stocks, but what we want to add it as well is the blockchain part. It means that to each stocks we will also put one token which will be connected to the stocks. It will be kind of a feature. It means that if you move the token from one wallet to another wallet, it means from one investor to another. It also will be moved the stock on the central depository, and it will be kind of a remote control of these stocks. Yeah, it means that for our clients will be really secure investment, because they will be owning the stocks, which will from a company who will be owning the property, but also they will have benefits of using the tokens. The tokens can then go to another stock exchange or security tokens exchange, but we also planning that you will have ability to put the tokens as a collateral, and you can take money against it. Yeah, this is our longer term plan.
Thank you.
It's giving some level on top of the holding the property.
That sounds, yeah, it sounds like a lot of startups in the space, and specifically tokenization is going through a lot of questioning in terms of how to best assess things with regulators and be compliant. And it's an evolving space, and it's an amazing thing to see that startups are really taking the initiative and making sure that they are speaking to the right government entities and so forth. Daniel, there was one question I wanted to ask, and it's something we've discussed before. And how are you solving the customer acquisition cost issue that you mentioned to me before, in terms of bringing that price down? And maybe you could share a bit to the community of how you solved maybe that problem, and then something else in terms of, how you overcame some kind of funding issue. Everyone has their war stories.
Okay, maybe I will start about the customer acquisition, yeah, because for us it's a crucial. We have to grow to certain level, specifically in our case, when you are investing in apartments, 300,000-500,000 euros, and you need, from our experience so far, you need at least 3, 4, 5 opportunity on the side. But if you put more opportunities, it means that the time what you are collecting in money, it getting longer, and you need to make a FOMO. We were able, after 18 months, gain like 5,500 registered customers. Yeah, and from them we are getting to 700 active investors. We hope that or we hope. We are working on certain strategies. Yeah, obviously there is a marketing which you can do, but we also looking for different type of groups. Yeah, like a union. We also looking for financial advisory. This is also the way how we are maybe happy that the regulation change, because the MiCA regulation is written like if somebody from financial advisory wants to offer our investment products, and if we state under the MiCA regulation, they will have to also have the MiCA regulation license. Yeah, it means that the financial advisors will have to create new license, even if they doesn't need it, because on the market it's lots of financial products. Yeah, but this network, it's good to have it on your side. And when we are going from MiCA regulation to MiFID, usually all of them operates under this regulation. They already have licenses, and it's much easier for us. What we are bringing new, it's equity financing, basically, for them, because usually you have a few possibilities. You can have a funds, or you can buy the property as itself. We are kind of a middle, yeah, because we build the infrastructure to be able to do the automatic AML KYC for them, to do voting rights for our customers, distribution of dividends through time, possibility to communicate. And it's not so easy to have for each property 200 investors. You have to have certain level of a technology set up to do so, and then scale it outside. Yeah, because our aim is to become to be able to do at least 1 million euros monthly AUM to be invested by our investors, and we have to have this type of technology in place.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I imagine that it's not a turnkey solution, one fits all. It has to, it obviously it's per property as well, I would imagine. Thank you for that, Daniel. So we do have another 20 minutes, so we have some time. I'm not sure how long everyone has got, but maybe Daniel, if you want to share briefly how you overcame a funding issue, we'd like to hear about that for our community. And then, maybe give you a few minutes to do that, and then we have our closing session.
Yeah, I would say that I took also experience from my previous startups. Yeah, when we have a possibility to fundraise like a 3 million euros. Yeah, for that project, but one of our angel investors say no, unless he will stay on his same percentage, and he wants to have it the golden share, which won't be diluted anymore in the future. Yeah, and this is the first outcome what I'm always taking or I'm watching it, to not make a company locked, because sometimes you are locked by the previous investors. But from another hand, you usually sometimes you doesn't have a chance to choose what's better, because you need the money as a startup. Yeah, and it's hard to decide it, and how to be set in these days that you cannot fundraise anymore because one investor blocks your possibility to fundraise.
That's where technology can't help you. It's more of a gut feel, and you just have to go with what feels right, I imagine. Thank you, Daniel. Sorry to cut you short, but we have a bit more time, but I just wanted to mention a few things, and then we can open up again later on for anyone who has any questions. Huge thanks to all of our startups today. So Thomas from Dun Robotics and Daniel from InvestBay. Thanks to the guests and anyone listening on this session in terms of the community. For me, today's pitches were inspiring, and the reviews that we receive for the founders are going to really improve everything for them and the community at large. So if you have any questions around the pitches, the Metatron beta platform, or how the voting process will run as a DAO, of course, we are a blockchain AI company that is positioning not just Web3 and exponential technology startups. We care about a number of different verticals, from healthcare to renewable energies and various others. Of course, we're also launching our token, which will be issued to individuals who review these startups. So that's very important to us. And yeah, thank you very much for everyone's time. If anyone has any questions, we have a few more minutes, and the floor is there. I think you're muted, Nick.
Sorry. I did actually have one question for Daniel. I guess the main one I was kind of wondering how it works is on terms of maintenance and building costs and those kinds of things. How does that get passed on to the person holding the token, or would that be something that's more kind of handled through the revenue model and the structure of the holding company for that property?
Could you say the start? Sorry, could you start the start of a question?
Yeah,
Did I understand exactly how we are meaning?
Yeah, the main question was maintenance, taxes, electricity, all of those things you do have to manage with an investment property. Yeah. How is that handled? Okay. Is that handled by the holding company or the investor?
Okay, fully understand. We want to create a product which will be simulate the things that you are buying the property by yourself. Only the differ should be that you are buying the small pieces. It means that we are basically, what we are doing from a start, we are taking the value of a property or the selling price, buying price for ourselves. We are adding the cost of the lawyers, legal, taxes, and so on. Yeah. Plus we put our fee on top of it. And this is on a start that we have a price of the entire unit. From this one, we are divided by €1 and we create the tokens by €1 each. Yeah, it means that it's already including the costs which are on the acquisition cost. On the operation side, you usually have an operator who we are choosing the property which is in a resort. Yeah, there is an operator who takes about everything, and when they are collecting money, they also have a contract with you, and they are deducting this fee from the earnings on the property, ongoing parts. Sometimes we have to, sometimes they do the insurance on entire resort, sometimes they don't. In that case, we are doing on ourselves. It will be doing through the SPV from a company. Sometimes they pay utilities, sometimes they don't. If they do, they are deducting. If don't, we are paying directly from the SPV, and we are taking out the fees from the earnings on the property. Yeah.